Says daily in the morning the shadow of Gol Gumbaz falls on Barakaman, and in the evening the shadow of Barakaman falls on Gol Gumbaz exactly. So in which direction is Gol Gumbaz to Barakaman? Now this is a logical question. Huh? By the way, there's some printing error here. Sorry about that. This is option 3. So option 1 is eastern side, option 2 is western side, option 3 is northern side, and option 4 is southern side. So try and answer this. See, if you have looked at our topic of directions, if you have seen the videos that we have on directions, you would know how to answer this question. This is that last model of directions where we have talked about two people standing face to face, shaking hands in the morning or evening when the sun is rising or sun is setting, right? So it's based on that concept. Amit Kumar is the first one to respond. He says it should be east side, eastern side, but then the immediate next response is from Siddharth, who has got western side. But all others so far, yeah, Preeti Kumari, Shri Krishna, Manu, Balaji, Balu, Vinod, and Deepak and Abhishek have got eastern side, and somebody has got northern side. How is it north here? Naman Agarwal has got northern side, and there's one more guy who's got north as the answer. North. Okay. Yeah, Prateep and Naman, these two have got north as the answer, or northern side as the answer. But most of you have got option 1, eastern side, and one of you have got, or I think a few of you have got western side as well. So only southern side is left out. If one of you gives the answer as southern side, we'll be covering all the 4 options there. I mean, we would have covered all the 4 options. Western side, Pravi has got western side, Isha has got eastern side. So much of confusion there, huh? Let's take it up. Let's see what the answer is. So the question here reads, daily in the morning, the shadow of Gol Gumbaz falls on Barakaman, and in the evening, the shadow of Barakaman falls on Gol Gumbaz exactly. So in which direction is Gol Gumbaz to Barakaman? Now, the concept that we need to use here is the one that we have discussed in the last model of the topic of directions, right? See, you know, in the morning when the sun rises, you know that the direction in which sun rises is east, right? So in the morning when the sun rises, see, the shadow is always on the opposite side of the sun, right? I mean, let's say you're talking about morning, right? The sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east, right? Now, there's this pillar or a person standing here. Let's say this is the pillar on the ground, right? Pillar on the ground. Where will the shadow fall? So what happens is, morning the sun is in the east, right? The sun rays will hit this pillar, okay? And because of which a shadow is found on the opposite side. So this is the pillar P, but then the shadow formed is on the opposite side. This is the shadow S of the same pillar. You're getting it? This is the shadow of the pillar. So the shadow is towards the west. Right, the sun is in the east, shadow is towards the west. By noon, right? By noon, what happens? The sun comes vertically on top, right? Vertically on top. You know that in noon, at noon the sun is over your head, right? So the sun rays directly fall on the body. And where will the shadow be? The shadow will be exactly in this position, right? Will be under you, right? Under the person or under the pillar. And towards the evening, when the sun is setting down, right? When it comes in the west direction, what happens? Then the rays will hit the pillar. Pillar is not moving. The pillar stands there, right? The pillar is here, but the shadow comes on this side. So this is like the morning shadow, and this is the evening shadow. You understand? I hope all of you have understood the concept. So the point that I'm trying to highlight here is the shadow and the sun are always in the opposite direction. The shadow and the sun are always in the opposite direction, right? This is the morning shadow, and this is the evening shadow. What we see here is the noon shadow. I mean, there's the shadow at noon, which actually doesn't really exist, right? So this is what happens, right, from morning to evening. Now, if you use the same concept, you'll be able to solve this question easily, right? See, daily in the morning. So when he uses the term morning here, it means the sun is in the east. Shadow of Gol Gumbaz falls on Barakaman. So this point is very important. You know that in the morning the sun is in the east. The shadow falls on which side? Shadow falls on the west side always. Whether it is Gol Gumbaz or Barakaman, the shadow will fall on the west side. So let's say this is Gol Gumbaz and this is Barakaman. Right? In the morning when the sun is in the east, right here, the shadow of Gol Gumbaz falls on Barakaman. So morning, what happens in the morning, right? the shadow will fall on the west. Shadow will fall on the west. Now, since the shadow will fall on the west, can I say Barakaman is on the west? Actually, we should not write both Barakaman and Golgumbas in the beginning itself. I mean, to make it easy for you to understand, it's like this. In the morning, the sun is in the east and Golgumbas is here. We know that the shadow falls on the west. But the question says that the shadow of Golgumbas falls on Barakaman. So, can I say the Barakaman is on the west of Golgumbas? Done. There ends the problem, right? And in the evening, the shadow of Barakaman falls on Golgumbas. Obviously, when the sun comes in the west in the evening, Barakaman shadow will fall on Golgumbas. In the morning, Barakaman shadow is also falling towards west. But evening, Barakaman shadow will fall on Golgumbas and Golgumbas shadow will fall on this side, on the east side. But then the first statement itself is enough. I mean, the second part is redundant in my view. Let me highlight. The second part here is not really needed, right? And in the evening, the shadow of Barakaman falls on Golgumbas exactly. This is not needed. From the first part alone, we can say that Golgumbas is towards the east of Barakaman or Barakaman is towards the west of Golgumbas. Right? In the morning, the shadow of Golgumbas falls on Barakaman. So, in which direction is Golgumbas to Barakaman? In which direction is Golgumbas to Barakaman? See, Barakaman is towards west, but Golgumbas is towards east. Right? Golgumbas is towards east. Read the question carefully. In which direction is Golgumbas to Barakaman? Golgumbas in which direction to Barakaman? So, to Barakaman, Golgumbas is in the east direction. So, eastern side is the answer. Suppose the question is flipped. In which direction is Barakaman to Golgumbas? Barakaman is towards the west of Golgumbas. Right? Golgumbas is to the east of Barakaman. So, eastern side, option 1 will be the answer.